Hi everyone, welcome to the Fire Mountain Gems and Beads Jewelry Making Studio, another one of our seed bead series. This time I want to talk about 3D peyote or flat Cellini stitch.
Get our email newsletter for beading news, sale announcements, new product announcements, and more. Link is in the description below.
Again, it looks very intimidating, but it's really not. It's just standard peyote, and I've changed the sizes of the beads as I go along to give us this 3D effect. You can do lots of fun things with this. Here's a necklace I made quite a while ago with sort of scallopy edges on it. Isn't that fun? I love this one. I really changed the sizes on these. So in the inside, I've got like size 11 seed beads, and all the way out to the outside, I've got like size 2 preciosa beads. Oh my goodness, yeah. And that's just changing sizes. I didn't change stitch at all, just sizes. Let me put that aside and show you how it's done. So I've started with this little bit of peyote in size 11, but now we're going to do some of the magic. I'll add another 11, and then I'll add another 11. Sure, why not? I don't even have a pattern for this. I'm just making it up as I go along. But then I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to add a size 8. And this is where the pattern starts to get bigger. Let's add a couple of size 8s. And then we'll go back to the 11s. An 11. And an 11. And then I'm going to flip this over, go back the other way. Make sure you keep all your tension really nice and tight, because obviously these orange beads don't really want to fit in those little tiny slots. So we have to keep the tension nice and tight and say, you're going where I tell you to. I'm going to add another 11. Just like any other peyote, it's pick up a bead, skip a bead, and stitch a bead. Not much to it there. I've added 2 11s. Let's add some more of those 8s. Let's get this expanding. I'm going to add another 8. And another 8. You can see where it's starting to sort of bell out this direction. Let's add another 8. Why not? And you might want to have to encourage that to just go ahead and start swelling out that direction. And I'll add another 11. Keep your tension nice and tight on this. And this is also the basis for, what do they call it? Freeform peyote, where you can, add any number of beads, any direction you want. And I know people are really good at that. I'm kind of pattern oriented, and I tend to just keep doing the same thing. I'm not so free-formy as that. I like something a little structured. But this is pretty free-formy. I'm going to add another 8. And another 8. It's just add a bead, skip a bead, go through the next bead, just the same way as any other peyote. I'm going to add another 8 because I can. And one more 11. Now, if we want to get a little more adventurous yet again, turn this over and go back the other direction, we can add some more sizes. Here I'm going to add an 11. Make sure everything stays tight. Sometimes I have to give that one a tug right there and pull it nice and tight there. And another 11. Let's do 1 8 here. But now we're going to get wild and crazy. We're going to add a 6. Look how big that bead is. We're going to pop that one in here. And it's definitely changing the structure of this whole design here. Then I'll add an 11. All of a sudden I couldn't see where that bead hole was. and an 11. And turn this over and come back the other way. So we can add these in any fashion you want to get this shape and this texture we want. And I'll show you what happens as we go further along. So here's a piece I did earlier. Ta-da! Isn't that fun? It looks like some sort of alien creature from some other planet popping out of the ground or something. It's really fun. I can imagine this all the way down in the form of a bracelet. Isn't that cool? So I hope you've enjoyed learning how to do 3D Cellini stitch and maybe make something fantastical and send me a picture of it. Awesome. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope you like this, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for joining me. Happy beading!